This is John. He is a bus driver in the city. John drives every day. His job is very important because he helps people go to work, school, and other places. John enjoys his work. He likes meeting new people. Some people take his bus every morning, so John knows them well. They smile and greet him when they get on. Being a bus driver is not easy. John must drive safely every day. He works during the rain, sun, and snow. He has to be on time, so passengers are not late. John helps people on the bus. He carries heavy bags or answers questions when someone is lost. John is patient and kind, even on busy days with many passengers. Every day, John sees children, adults, and seniors on his bus. He takes them to school, work, and other places. John knows his job makes life easier for them. Helping others makes John happy. He feels proud when people say thank you. Knowing that he makes people's lives better is one reason why John loves his job. John wakes up early. The sky is still dark. He washes his face and gets dressed. John puts on his bus driver uniform, which is clean and neat. He looks ready. Before leaving home, John eats breakfast. He enjoys toast with butter and a cup of coffee. Breakfast gives John energy to stay active all day. John checks his work schedule after breakfast. His shift changes every day, so he must know when to start. Some days he works early. Other days he starts later. John says goodbye to his family before leaving. "See you later," he says with a smile. He grabs his keys and walks to his car. He feels ready to start his day. John drives to the bus station, where he will begin his shift. When he arrives, he parks his car and walks to the large, shiny bus waiting for him. Seeing the bus makes John smile. It feels good to know that he will help many people today. He opens the bus door, ready to begin his morning shift. John starts his morning shift by checking the bus. He walks around it and looks at the tires, lights, and windows. Everything must be safe before he starts. John sits in the driver's seat. He turns the key, and the bus engine roars loudly. Vroom! The noise fills the air. John smiles. The bus is ready to go. He opens the doors, and the first passengers get on. They smile and say, "Good morning." John greets them back warmly. He enjoys starting the day this way. The bus drives to many stops. Some passengers carry bags, and others hold coffee cups. John helps an older woman with her bag. "Thank you," she says kindly. At one stop, a boy gets on with his mother. The boy asks, "Are we going to the park today?" John smiles. He likes hearing happy conversations on the bus. John stays careful as he drives. He watches for red lights and cars on the road. Even when the streets are busy, John drives slowly to keep everyone safe. After some time, the bus reaches the last stop. Most passengers get off. "Have a nice day," John says to them. They wave and thank him as they leave the bus. For a short moment, the bus is quiet. John enjoys these peaceful moments between rides. He feels proud that his first trip went well, but John knows the day is just beginning. There are many more passengers to help. John smiles and prepares for the next part of his shift. After a busy morning, John takes a break. He parks the bus at the station and turns off the engine. It is time for him to rest and enjoy some lunch. John feels hungry as he walks to the break room. He opens his lunchbox and eats a sandwich. He drinks water to stay refreshed for the afternoon. Sometimes John talks with other drivers during lunch. They chat about the weather and share funny stories. They enjoy these moments together. After eating, John steps outside to relax. He looks at the sky and takes a deep breath. These quiet moments help him feel calm and ready for work again. John also calls his family during lunch. "How is your day?" he asks. Hearing their voices makes him happy. He smiles and feels connected to them. John sometimes reads the news or plays a game on his phone. These small activities help him unwind before returning to the bus for his next shift. John finishes his water and puts away his lunchbox. The break is short, but he feels ready. With a smile, John returns to his bus for the afternoon shift. John begins his afternoon shift. The roads are now busier, filled with cars, bikes, and buses. He must drive carefully to avoid accidents in the heavy traffic. Many people board the bus carrying shopping bags. Some talk on their phones, and others are in a rush. John smiles and says, "Hello, welcome." Driving in the afternoon is hard. There are traffic jams everywhere. John often has to stop and wait at red lights or in long lines of cars. John stays patient, even when other drivers are not. He knows it is important to remain calm. Angry drivers can make mistakes, but John focuses on safety. At one stop, a man asks, "Which stop is the train station?" John smiles and replies, "3 stops from here." He likes helping passengers with directions. Some children get on the bus after school. They talk loudly and laugh. John reminds them to sit down and stay safe. "No standing," he says with a kind voice. Even with noise and traffic jams, John keeps going. He knows people need to get home safely. A woman with heavy bags smiles and says, "Thank you for the ride." After making many stops, the bus becomes less crowded. The streets are also quieter now. John checks the time. His afternoon shift will soon end. John feels proud of his work. Despite the challenges of driving in busy traffic, he stayed calm and helped people. Only one more ride remains today. The sky is getting dark, and John starts his final ride. He turns on the bus lights so passengers can see inside. The streets are now quieter and calm. John picks up his last few passengers. Some people look very tired after their long day. A man yawns, and a woman closes her eyes for a short nap. At one stop, a mother with her little girl gets on the bus. "Is this the last bus?" she asks. John smiles kindly and says, "Yes, I will take you home." John enjoys driving in the evening. He looks at the city lights shining in the dark. The air feels cool and peaceful, making the ride calm and relaxing. As John drives smoothly, people rest quietly. He makes sure they feel safe. He smiles, knowing he has helped many people today get where they needed to go. At the final stop, John says, "Good night," to the last passengers. They wave and thank him. It feels good to know his work is done for the day. John parks the bus at the station and checks it one last time. He makes sure the seats are clean and everything is in good condition for the next day. After closing the bus doors, John feels proud. He did his best to help people today. Now it is time to rest before another busy day begins. With a happy heart, John heads home. His day was long but rewarding. Driving a bus may not be easy, but knowing he makes a difference keeps him going. After a long day, John drives home. He feels tired but happy. When he opens the door, his family greets him warmly. "Welcome home," they say with smiles. John takes off his uniform and changes into comfortable clothes. It feels good to relax after many hours of work. The soft clothes help him feel at ease. John eats dinner with his family. He tells them stories about his day. A little boy on the bus was excited about going to the park, John says. They all laugh. After dinner, John washes the dishes to help out. Then he sits on the sofa and watches a funny TV show. He likes to laugh and enjoy these relaxing moments. Sometimes John reads a book before going to bed. Reading helps him unwind and feel calm. He thinks about all the people he met on the bus today. John sets his alarm for the next day. "Time to sleep," he says. He turns off the lights and lies in bed. Soon, he is fast asleep, ready for a new day. As John sleeps, he dreams of the bus, the streets, and the friendly passengers. He feels proud of his work. Tomorrow will be another busy but happy day. Bus drivers like John help many people every day. Without them, it would be hard for children to get to school and adults to reach their jobs on time. John's job is not always easy. He must drive in the rain, sun, and even during traffic jams. But he stays calm and smiles because he knows his work is important. Bus drivers also make people feel safe. They help old people with bags and answer questions from passengers. Their kindness makes the journey easier for everyone. Every day, drivers meet many people. Some are happy, some are tired, but all need a safe and easy ride. John likes knowing he can help them get where they need to go. When people thank John, it makes him feel good. He knows that his job makes a difference in the lives of many. This is one reason why John loves being a bus driver. Without bus drivers, cities would be harder to live in. Buses help people move around easily. A simple thank you from passengers means a lot to drivers like John. John knows that driving a bus is more than just a job. It is about helping people and being part of the community. This is what makes his work so special.